Greetings! It is I, Foolish. Second time I'm doing this video. Because I am a technological doofus. I got a new mic and thought maybe I could stop yelling at my camera that's across the room in this echo chamber down here. And then I realized not only did I not have my mic on, but I also was in airplane mode. Hey, guess what? It's probably not going to work in airplane mode if it has to talk to each other. Just a guess. Anyway, who cares? Mr. Foolish gave me a fantastic deck. He's an enabler. All of these decks are now officially his fault. He got me through a Kickstarter from Wyrmwood Gaming. He got me their corrupted tarot that they put together. This is pretty fantastic. I love this deck. Now, my first video, the first card to come out was the Queen of Swords. And that is now happening with every deck I get. And I do have evidence. Maybe I'll bring it in from the video I just did. We're not doing a... Oh, now that's funny. Page of Wands, Seven of Cups. I'm not gonna do like a read-in. I just wanted to pop a few cards out. Pretty much like let it introduce itself, as it were. See what cards does it want me to feature. I mean, I could go back through and I guess pull out the cards that I had before, but Justice. Nice. They had, I'll read you the intro. They chose different artists to do this deck. Oh, that's a captivating take on that. Let's just pull like 3 more and just feature these. Yeah, no reading. Let's just see what it gives me. If Wyrmwood Gaming put this out, I might name this deck Wormy. I might do it. This deck is a little... I can see why he wanted to get me this. Mr. Foolish knows I'm more of a blacklight worker, if you will. 4 of Pentacles. All right, let's take a look. I relate more to grittier, light in the darkness kind of stuff. It's really the perfect deck. The sides are silver, and it's funny how high quality these cards are. I mean, you could tell they really cared. They weren't trying to rush this deck out just to have something. We got 7 cards here. I just wanted to read a little bit out of the book because you might dig this. I think the Kickstarter is still open, and I'd love for them to completely sell out. They did a lot of work. I mean, this is amazing. They used a bunch of different artists. They featured the artists that did it. And I don't see any artists for... Let's see. The major... I don't see the artists featured for these. Hold on a second. What? Hold on a second. Okay. All right, I'm just, I'm figuring this out. Okay, so first, they show the card. I'll try to scan this, but it's hard to scan something this thick. The art, the artist, description of the card. All right, we've got, in the book, we have the art, of the card on the left side, the artist on the right side with the meaning of it, okay? And I thought I was going to need my old lady device. Thankfully, we don't need it. I can actually read this, so that's fantastic. I was hoping Strength would come out to like ask us to read it, but it didn't. That's all right. That'll happen on another reading. I mean, the art's just amazing. Okay, they provide the corrupted tarot meanings, but then in the end, it's more traditional meanings. Okay, all right. I'm picking it up. I'm figuring it out. Welcome to the corrupted tarot. Which I am. I'm going to name it Wormy. I am. I don't care. The deck you now hold is the result of a large-scale collaboration commissioned by Wyrmwood and managed by the talented Stephanie Cost at Chromatic Fates Tarot. Is that the coolest name ever? Probably. Over 70 artists came together to contribute their time, talents, and ideas, and the creation of the deck was funded via Kickstarter with contributions from over 7,900 backers. Over 8,000 people came together to make the deck you hold in your hands a reality. Well, it's fantastic is what. Cards can be revealed in upright or reversed. Many hold that a reverse card has its meanings appropriately changed to match its orientation. The meaning becomes reversed, twisted, turned around, topsy-turvy, in a word, corrupted. For the corrupted tarot, we asked artists to illustrate the cards in such a way that the reverse meaning of each card became the primary meaning. Gritty. That's what I'm talking about. Wormy. Wormy. We're in like the existential compost heap, people. The result is a tarot deck like no other with a decidedly darker tone which can provide a unique perspective to the reader. Fantastic. That's why I always read the book that comes with the deck. It might be based on a lot of the same symbology, but the intent behind the art, to me, is more important than a traditional meaning of something. Because that's me, because that's how I live my life. I'm progressive, I'm not status quo, I'm trying to, I love evolving, I love, like, tearing something down to build something new. I dig it. That's why I love a tower. I love a tower. It's a circle of life. It's, to create you must destroy. But to destroy you must create. That's, if destruction's your bag, you gotta have created something. Or sometimes your job is to destroy somebody else's creation so that it can be built anew. 4 of Pentacles. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got here. Because I don't feel like I have to yell across the room. My enunciation's already slipping. My apologies. I'll put subtitles down there if I start talking like I normally do. Crystal Sully is the artist for this one. Greed, starvation, obsession. Already a nuanced card. The corruption of 4 of Pentacles is a much more dire warning about greed. The hoarding horror indicates that not only are you losing sight of spiritual fulfillment, but your hunger for materialistic gain can never be satisfied without a mindset shift. It is as harmful for you as it is isolating. Crystal Sully, that's the artist. Her @ is CrystakSully. Dude, I would have gone with Crystal Scully, to be honest. Of course, I'd say something like that. 10 of Cups. All right, so they produce their own meaning. But then they also provide the traditional meaning of stuff. And that's the best of both worlds to me. I dig it. 10 of Cups by Joanna Barnum. Estrangement, toxicity, broken homes. Don't threaten me with a good time. A broken home, shattered relationships. Abundance has tipped over into decadence and overindulgence. And this has soured to poison, leading to familial strife and generational trauma. Alright, Wormy. Let's see what you're doing there. Okay, now we got the Hierophant, which I never know whether I'm saying that correctly. Look at this thing here. That's a symbol that usually goes over the infinity symbol, dealing with witchy business. Amanda Sartor's artist here. Insurrection, change, challenge. The child rebels against the father. Well, that would probably explain the broken home. Anointed and indulged, cosseted and caged, the golden crown and scepter bind the Hierophant's intent. The only escape is insurrection. The corrupted Hierophant embodies revolt and revolution. Tradition has betrayed you. It is time for innovative thinking and bold strategy. Yes. Yes, it is. It's time. Let's see. The world. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright. Let's check this guy out, see what's going on. The world. By Jelani. Inevitability, emptiness, apocalypse. The snake has released its tail, and we are about to start the beginning of the end. We're on the verge of a massive disaster, but the final drop hasn't happened quite yet. The corrupted world card is the tragedy of having all that you thought you wanted, but remaining empty and isolated from those around you. Oh my god. However, like the snake shedding its skin after great loss, a new cycle is poised to begin. Like it do. Justice. We love that guy, right? Barbara Wozniak. Please tell me I said that right. If not, I apologize. This is fantastic. And this is, you see it, the cards have different styles of art. Obviously, because they're different people. And this is probably why I love reading the books so much that come with the tarot decks. Because everybody has a different language around the tarot that they speak. I mean, it might all break down to Latin in origin, for example, like a language. But sometimes people are multilingual, so they also are speaking a language with maybe an accent. I love an accent. It's coming from a different place. I mean, it's still, a human talking to another human, but it brings with it a richness of experience that, the traditional meanings, nothing has changed about it. It hasn't gained any experience. It hasn't gone out into the world. It's the same thing over and over again, which is fine. We need stuff like that. We do. I'm just more drawn to dynamic stuff that grows over time. And sometimes meanings do change. Sometimes they do. Justice. I love the color she picked on here. Avoidance, unfairness, brutality. Whee! When the corrupted justice appears, her bloody sword and noose-like scales symbolize death, no matter the verdict. It always leads to a grim and terrible end. Despite her blindfold, Justice wears an ominous crown of eyes atop her head that stares at the viewer. This may warn of an upcoming injustice, but also suggest that facing the consequences of your actions is inevitable. You cannot hide from justice. No, you cannot. You can't do it. Page 1. Kai Weatherton. It's K-I-I. Please tell me I didn't mispronounce that. She was receiving some sort of download. Inauthenticity, validation, trends. The corrupted Page of Wands destroys themselves for external validation. Lacking a deeper, stronger motivation, they cannot move past the excitement of a fresh idea and the idea being successful at something new. A deeper connection to the work is needed if the page is to truly move forward. Yeah, she's reaching out to something outside of herself. 7 of Cups. Good God. Everybody's favorite bartender. Let me give you a hand. Hilarious. DC McNaughton is the artist. 7 of Cups. Neat. Temptation, unrealistic expectations, fantasy. All the world is set before you, but that does not make it wise to take it. Too much of anything will catch you in a web of trouble, like this guy. So focusing on one thing at this moment may ultimately bring you far more. Oh. So that's the Corrupted Tarot, which I have named Wormy. If you are into gaming, or tables or gaming tables, you might want to check out Wyrmwood. I have all the links below of all the pertinent parties involved in this effort. And shout out to Mr. Foolish for enabling yet another tarot deck purchase. They do offer a digital version, which I think I'm going to get. I've already scanned all these, but I'd kind of like to have a digital version of these too in case I ever want to mess with it, but I don't want to take the cards with me. All right. Well, I have been foolish. I will see you at another time.